My name is Waffles, and I'm a government whistleblower turned political commentator, and I'm just here to, provide updates on my case, because that's just going to keep happening now. That's the new thing. So what is going to be happening on my channel is we're just going to be ripping into AAMCO transmissions for a while now, in regards to the things that AAMCO transmissions has been doing. And the reason for that is because I have a whistleblower case that, due to the fact that my vehicle has been totaled, is being taken out of my control in a way that could put me in danger. I wrote a 200-page book, man. Like, I don't even care if people on the internet don't care. I'm just going to keep talking. I'm not going to be quiet. The only income that I have, the only income that I have right now, the only money coming in is food stamps. And as you can see, our government's messing with our federal agencies. I want to be able to take care of myself. Also, my vehicle, I spent years paying off. So here's what's going on. If you read my book, which is free, by the way, and in my bio, and on my website, and on Barnes & Noble, you can see that somebody was systematically dismantling our federal agencies between the periods of 2020 and 2024. This is documented. I have evidence of a crime associated with my unemployment account, and I was working at the Department of Labor where I witnessed fraud and what appears to be money laundering. I've had some incidents with employers who have been engaging in criminal activity, whom I reported to our federal agencies for investigation so that the harm that was done against me could be repaired. I found out that our federal agencies were not responsive, and I investigated. I am a government whistleblower who is working as a subcontractor for the Department of Labor where I witnessed fraud and money laundering. And I'm also a victim of the crimes. Everything's documented. I can repeat myself until I'm blue in my face. But we're going to be talking a lot about AAMCO transmissions because I need them to get out of my way. This is a very dangerous situation. And this case against AAMCO transmissions makes it so much more dangerous. I spent years paying for my vehicle. I'm not going to just let it go. So anyways, yeah, I'm losing jobs, I'm losing money because the government's not doing its job. This has been going on for 3 years. So while most of America is finally starting to wake up to what is actually happening, I've been going through it for 3 freaking years. And I've been trapped in a room because I'm in an unsafe area. And the situation at home is not necessarily friendly, safe, or stable for me either. I'm an incredibly skilled individual. All the more reason why it's a little confusing why I'm having issues with employment. But, I reported a company that was engaging in international fraud to our government. And it was in the news. And our government failed to respond. You know why? Because somebody, who I'm like 99.9% sure was Donald Trump and co-conspirators, to include Mike Johnson and Greg Abbott, and Ron DeSantis, and all these people you're watching act like assholes, was systematically dismantling our federal agencies. And Joe Biden has made a public statement on this, which I have in my records. Everything's documented. I have been trying to get this issue handled quietly through our federal government because my state government in the state of Colorado likely needs to be investigated, and I'm wondering what Jared Polis is doing. And I find John Hickenlooper to be a very questionable individual. But you see, the problem is if the president of the United States is defrauding the United States of America and hurting American citizens and killing people, it looks like he's behind the terrorist attacks. That's just my opinion based on what I'm seeing. I would really prefer not to have to act in a public way, and I would really prefer not to get throttled through a court system that I did not agree to be in because some dumbass wants to break my car. I'm 38 years old and I don't want to be living my life locked in a room. And that's how I'm living right now. And this has been going on for 3 years. And I'm tired of it. So I'm not going to be polite. I'm not going to be nice. And we're going to be talking about AAMCO transmissions because AAMCO transmissions just interrupted my federal case. In regards to the fraud that was committed at our federal agencies, I am facing civil rights violations if I'm living locked in a fucking room. And I'm not going to live locked in a fucking room. I have literally had everything taken from me, and I was just going about my daily fucking life. So I think that the people who have created a situation where I am stuck locked in a fucking room for 3 fucking years can eat shit. And it's my only way out of this situation, so I have no intention of being quiet or stopping what I'm doing. But yes, this is really happening. In case anybody has not noticed yet, the president has been deploying the military against the people of the United States. AAMCO transmissions interfering with my ability to handle my civil rights case by doing further harm to me creates a situation where I'm probably going to get killed. Nobody cares, okay? That's why I can't find a fucking lawyer. You know why I can't find a fucking lawyer? Because they're scared of getting shot. So I'm representing myself pro se. And this case, which has now gone to district court, I just moved it from civil court to district court because you're not going to destroy my vehicle that I spent years paying for and then tell me that you're going to give me $6,000 for it after I've been unemployed for more than 6 months, since you took my vehicle, AAMCO. But these people have put me in some very serious danger interfering with this case. All because somebody wants money that they're not entitled to. And that's what I'm dealing with. I'm almost 200 pounds right now. You know why? Because I've been locked in a room for almost 3 fucking years now. You know why? Civil rights violations. You know why? Donald Trump, Elon Musk, Mike Johnson, Ron DeSantis, members of the United States Congress, and apparently it looks like some Russians are involved, stole roughly $2 to $3 trillion from our federal agencies between 2020 and 2024. During the pandemic, I was working for the Department of Labor as a subcontractor on the phones, talking to all the people who were being denied their benefits because somebody was engaging in wire fraud through the Department of Labor. Donald Trump, Mike Johnson, Elon Musk, Ron DeSantis, and others. And it certainly appears that they have the intention of killing their victims. So anyways, my life is in danger, and it's because of AAMCO transmissions right now. Because they have taken the secrecy off of my handling of this case. I am one very pissed off whistleblower, and I would really like some legal assistance. That would be great. I don't think I'm gonna get it. I think Americans are fucking pussies. So, when you see a whistleblower, you might have some sort of imaginary picture in your head as to what a whistleblower might be, but a whistleblower is just somebody who witnessed or experienced something fucked up. And they have a responsibility to do something about it. I am fulfilling my responsibility, not only to myself, but to my country, but I'm probably going to get killed. Thanks to AAMCO Transmissions for interfering with my civil rights case by creating a situation where I need to sue for damages because they took my vehicle away from me. So, we're going to have some fun with this one. I'm done being quiet. I need people to see my face. I need people to know what's going on. Because visibility is safety. And if I'm going to get reeled into the federal courts, people need to be watching because there needs to be a fair investigation.